And welcome back, everyone, and I find myself here at the Imperial Shipyard for one single purpose. We must talk to Miss Oshiro about a promotion ceremony. So as you might guess, a lot of work has been done in the meantime. We've given our manager a full operating budget for the Magito Refined Good Complex, and she's not spending it because everything is self-sufficient, meaning we can take all profits off the top as need be. We're at 3.8 million credits in the meantime. And we actually find ourselves in the situation where we're full on drones, so nothing out of pocket. Silicon wafers stack up, and the banking clan really makes use of those wafers in small quantities. But because they don't buy a whole lot, that allows our silicon to increase. And we have two miners now providing the silicon, and we're looking much, much better, so we don't need another miner on that. And energy cells fill up so dang quick that by the time a large shipment is done, it'll fill up nice and fast, so we're never short on energy cells, just waiting for traders to come through. Overall, the Magito Refined Complex has sold 1.1 million credits worth of goods, which is outstanding, and that's what gives us our promotion that we so needed and desired for military ships. So let's pay Miss Oshiro a visit. Miss Oshiro, I think you have something for me?
We're happy that you've continued to work alongside us and wanted to reward you for your efforts.
Thank you.
It's an honor to present you with a new rank amongst our organization.
Perfect.
Of course, this rank comes with great benefits.
Admiral!
These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done and make the most of them.
I hope so too.
And you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks.
Oh yeah?
Once again, thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Outstanding. And straight to Admiral. I tell you, being a business person isn't too awful bad. We have capital ship equipment access, military equipment access, military ships, capital ship construction license, so a lot of licenses. Let's take a look and see what we can purchase here. Oh, and we can now live stream the Galactic Empire. Outstanding. So while we can build capital ships, we can't purchase them just yet. We are at the proper rank. However, we do need another production plant. And that's sort of the crux I'm at, is do I get something like an Imperial cruiser frigate or something of that nature so that we can really push the war effort and take some of those high value missions to get our money back? Or do we purchase a microchip, a sensor component, or a smart chip blueprint to use our silicon wafers in the next step of production? That will be our second production factory, and we'll be working up to that requirement sold. Or some of these missions look interesting. So especially these defensive measures. So defense modules dock appear, 20 turrets and shield generators. So if we were to do something like build a defense station, we could get 16 million plus 50% on top of that. I mean, this defense platform is a 6x4x6, 20 million back. If we got the blueprints to make a defense station, we could do something of that nature. But looking at supporting the war effort, things like the Gozanti cruiser carrier would not be a bad purchase, just comparing the customs corvette in their highest preset. Aside from the turret output and the speed, the carrier is better in every single way, plus it can carry 4 TIE fighters. We already have one, so get a few interceptors purchased as well to complement our cruiser, and we would have a bit of a tip of the spear, as it were, to assist in any raids that might be going on. A nice 105,000 credit purchase from those refined goods, taking us to 3.9 million. That should set us up well to get a Gozanti carrier and get 3 more TIE fighters so that we have a full contingent of 4. And it indeed looks like the wharf is continuing to build, so we might be put on the back burner as more TIE fighters are being produced. So shopping list here, 2.7 million for the Gozanti class cruiser carrier. We've got some just basic combat thrusters. I went with the lowest, or I guess the travel engine. Shield generators though, we maxed out. The QBot RC has given us 257,000 in our shields. As far as weapons, 2 XX3s, and turrets, 2 XX2 light turbo lasers on the top and bottom there should help us. As far as deployables, didn't pick any of those up, and we have 8 service crew. 8 Marines are not going to be enough to capture really anything at all, so we're going to skip the Marines for now until we get a bigger ship. But 2.5 million on the shopping list there. And we'll take 3 TIE interceptors. Just lowered the engine or the thrusters a bit to save some money, 325,000 per. So that will allow us to build 3 of them to fit. So that'll leave us with 486,000 credits. Order ready to go, and it looks like everything is actually being built. And there they are, 1, 2, and 3 TIE interceptors ready to go. Looks like we are 4 minutes away from our carrier cruiser. And there she is there getting fitted up nice and awesome like. I'm sure Miss Jackson will enjoy flying this thing. We'll have to find a new pilot for our old and trusty TIE fighter. But to have 4 TIE fighters we can deploy or use at a moment's notice will be very handy. And it'll be nice to feel like I'm not going to be blown out in space if I fart in the cockpit. And not a moment too soon, 183 extra thousand in the bank account from the refined goods complex, so getting paid while we stand here and watch the ship being built. Carrier built, and I couldn't help but notice you're kind of standing here, Zakharov, and you're a decent engineer. Can I convince you to come aboard the Gozanti carrier and go ahead and be service crew?
You won't regret this. I'll work hard for you.
All right, let's get to the bridge. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside that we're leaving space dock with a pretty decent engineer, first and foremost. So, Miss Chopra, you're a pilot, but I have someone for this ship. I'll have a TIE fighter for you here in a second.
Can I help?
Yeah, Miss Jackson works somewhere else for me, right here on the cruiser as the captain, if you please.
Hello.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
And Miss Chopper works somewhere else for me, this TIE fighter. Take good care of her. And Yuzan Vong are tormenting this Berea miner. I think we can help. Miss Jackson, let's head out if you please. Get those turrets hot and ready to go. TIE fighters, if you please. Intercept for Commander Alpha. TIE fighters to us. Outstanding. TIE fighters lining up. Although we should have probably closed that door. All right, TIE fighters secure. Miss Jackson, I'll take over for now for this first engagement. I want to make sure that we're ready to go. All right, turrets set to defend. We want to attack all enemies. We are armed. And dock the TIE fighters for now. Don't worry, boys, we're coming. All right, so cannons are really low fire rate, but turrets should be okay. Now these things are really slippery. Let's dispatch TIE fighters if we can.
Silly thing. I'm going to wipe you out.
TIE fighters deployed and launched. Go get them, boys.
Awaiting orders.
Cool. TIE fighters took care of them. We'll hold fast here, wait for the TIE fighters to dock up. Are we free and clear in the neighborhood? We are indeed. All right, so all 4 of our TIE fighters are still there. 1 TIE went down. And a Yuzan Vong artifact worth 180,000. Now, I'm not sure if we can sell that off, but if we can, that'll be quite good. And a high energy catalyst, not too concerned about that. Pretty solid test. Miss Jackson, make your way to the shipyard so I can see if I can offload this artifact, if you please. And I think our next order of business, once I can get up some money, we might get the defense station blueprint, just to sort of see how much that is. That may be well out of our price range, however. But I think if we want to get a lot of money quick, well, I would say quick, but easily, the building defense platforms would be pretty good. And we have to build one of those anyway, because citizen level only gets us advanced modules, which we've already got. So the militia for capital ships needs 2 production stations and 1 frontier defense station. So we do need that defense platform eventually. Pulling up to the shipyard, we are a little bit of a bigger fish, but we're certainly not the big fish. An acclimator would be nice for just sheer transport. Then we would have to think about putting piers on our stations moving forward so that if we did have an acclimator, they could move some goods for us. And as we land, TIE fighters are tucked underground. No, that's not concerning or anything.
Hello there.
Oh, Mr. Shepard, I have something that you might be interested in. I
Here
hope
you go.
you are anyway. Yes, indeed, 1 Yuzan Vong artifact, and it's not the best price, but it's better than 0. So that makes me happy that he was able to make that purchase from me. Just driving, or flying by, doing my part, and got paid 170 grand. Not going to complain about that. We'll do some mine clearing missions in the new TIE Interceptor to get a feeling of what 4 lasers would look like. All right, Miss Jackson, go ahead and hold here, if you please. I'll be taking one of the interceptors out for a spin. All right, so 360, 370 on the cruise. Quick to travel, that is for sure. And look how many lasers we have at full bore. That is outstanding. I'm going to look forward to this. We have a few mines to clear around this station, and then I picked up another mine clearing mission, I think, around a ship. So let's see what our range is, and then we'll give it the beans. All right, 4K, 3K, should be getting close. So 2.2 like the last one, but that is a lot of damage. Outstanding. And we have 1 Berea miner in Biscan that we are going to assist. I'm not sure if they're going to get the mines down themselves. I took the mission as we were coming up to the shipyard, so I don't know if they cleared it themselves or we will be able to assist, but whew, that is a lot of firepower. Yeah, the Interceptor does not have the travel speed that the last TIE fighter did, 2,900 meters per second.
Completed. Biscan.
And Berea miner, right over me. Pulling up to the miner now, and holy crap, on a cracker.
Object.
We have the run of the mill, that is for sure. So let's see how aggressive this gimbal is. It's pretty good gimbal. Not gonna lie. I think about the same gimbal range as our TIE fighter before. Nice.
Unknown object.
Yeah, this minefield is clustered enough that when we blast one, there's a chance that it cascades to other mines, which saves me time and effort. With one little blast, we take care of it. Boom. All right, Berea miner, you're free and clear.
Thanks.
Captain Nicolaitis, pleasure to meet you.
Can I help?
Or 1 3/4 star pilot, awesome. Go ahead and proceed with your current orders. Get us back to the carrier. And another 237,000 credits from the station while we were playing around. So we're up to 1.3 million credits once more. Nice, and another 207,000 while we were flying up to 1.5 million credits. So as you can see, credits are flowing from our little station. So we are just at the mercy of time. Carrier in sight, Miss Nicolaitis, go ahead and bring us in. I assume you know which one to dock at. docked like a glove. And with the sheer number of defensive measures missions coming with a lot of money, that's something that we could do, you know, a trickle. So we get the defense platform, and of course we're probably going to have to buy the shield generator and a turret. But it's something that we could trickle money into slowly and surely, let the factory that we have up sort of pay for this, and when it's done, minimum 18 million plus 50%. Miss Jackson, if you please, sorry to make you return back to the shipyard, but I want to talk to our representative and just sort of price out how much is a defensive platform, how much is, that administrative center, the things that we need. It's available to us, I just don't know what the cost is going to be to get started. But as long as we get trickle of like 160,000 here, 200,000 there, every few minutes or so, we'll be up to, 2 million, 5 million, enough to maybe even get one of those acclimators before we know it. Mr. Shiro, let's see your blueprints. So not as bad as I thought. The Imperial Admin Center is 1 million. And if we got the disc, that's 721. So we have enough to buy both of those and be broke. Let's take a look at because that would be for that. Then we need equipment. We need a shield generator, and I'm not exactly sure which shield would fit the disc platform. I imagine these are XLs, these are smalls. It may be mediums, or it may be larges. We ain't got the money for that. But if it's mediums, then maybe the Noble Dexes, 400,000, try to get by as cheaply as possible. And then we also need turrets. So, I don't know what turrets go on what. I think the G is for gigantic. So we would be looking at maybe a twin laser cannon, maybe an ion cannon, maybe a beam projector, just something cheap. Missile launchers, perhaps? But once again, I feel we are at the point where it is going to be more time and more work, but a productive day. Getting our first medium ship that we can actually do some damage with, extra TIE fighters for support missions, and that factory is continuing to produce good profit. So I'll continue on making profits and getting those admin station components, and possibly the next time you see me will be about finishing up.
This is a reminder that preparations for Empire Day should be completed by 1800 hours.
Didn't we already have one of those?
Mandatory.
But as I was saying, I'll try to get to the point where we're about to finish up an admin station for one of those missions. That way, the big cash influx will be there. And hopefully we'll be able to buy an acclimator or something of that nature, just expand a little bit. And since we'll have those modules purchased, we could do just another one of those in the meantime for ourselves, so we can work towards that citizen or that admiral license in capital ships. So I will continue working. Thanks for joining me. Wish me luck.